Greetings, welcome to my channel. This is a November 2025 reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or however Virgo resonates with you and or your chart. So I'm going to lay down a Celtic cross spread for the month of November. I will talk about all of those cards and then I will clarify those cards and get some advice, and then we'll close out with an oracle message. So please let me know if this resonates. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. This is a new channel, so I really appreciate your support. And thank you for being here. All right, Spirit, let's get into this message for Virgo. What is the November 2025 message for Virgo? What does Virgo need to hear this month, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Interesting. We have the Knight of Cups as the overall energy, Virgo. This could be your energy. It is a water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be, kind of, we all have these characteristics of these suits. So you could be in a place of feeling vulnerable. You could be in a place of feeling emotional. There could be a sense of emotional withdrawal. Because in your card, in your spread straight off the bat, there's a lot of swords here, which is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And so I feel like there's certainly some stress here for you. Unfortunately to tell you that, Virgo, for the month of November, the outcome looks good, but we'll get to all of that. But I do feel like there is, either this is your energy, this could be someone else, again, a water sign, that is part of this situation in November, or again, for you. So we'll know more when we clarify, but apply it how it resonates, because it's going to be different for everyone. In the position of your current energy, current state, we have the Five of Swords. And so this energy is one of looking out for oneself, regardless of how it affects others. So, there's no judgment here. Sometimes we have to be in this energy. We need to be in this energy. Again, we'll know more when we clarify, but this is a card of, it can be of being in the ego, being very protective. Again, I'm really getting a lack of emotional vulnerability right now. This could be with a water sign of some sort. In the position of the challenge or blockage, we have the King of Swords. So again, court cards like the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, these can represent yourself or someone else. Or again, it can just be the energy of this card. The King of Swords is a card of logic and reason. It's very regal and set in values, very knowledgeable about, a lot of things. Again, there's high intelligence here, okay, which, as we know, can sometimes create issues, unfortunately. Having too much intelligence in this kind of world, I can imagine, is very limiting and unfulfilling. And that's just the energy that I'm getting here. You could be cutting others off, blocking yourself off from others, and not allowing others in. I'm getting that this is your energy, this King of Swords, given all the swords on the table. In the position of what is at the top of mind, what's coming to fruition, we have the Ace of Swords. And so this is going to be some sort of clarity, some sort of truth that comes out. Some of you have been waiting for something to come about, some kind of information or a decision. It could be that a decision was made in the past and it has brought some clarity into a situation for you. For some of you, this may have to do with law, justice, again with the swords, court system, government, contracts. So I'm not sure if this is, for some of you, it could be romantic. It could be a partnership at work. But I'm getting that you are, again, extremely closed off to something here. In the position of the subconscious, we have the Nine of Swords, which is about stress and the trauma that is underlying the desire or behavior of staying in the mind, ruminating. I don't know, I just got, this is not going to be for everyone, but some sort of potential like psychological or mental abuse or neglect in your childhood that could be creating this sense of, don't mess with me. So, in the past, we have the Two of Pentacles, again, indicating that there could have been a decision made in the past. There may have been an imbalance that made things very rocky for you, and a need to come back into balance. I'm getting a decision was potentially made. In the near future, we have the Three of Wands, which is, it's a card of moving forward. And so some seeds, whatever this was in the past, some seeds were kind of planted. The waters you can see are calmer now, or in the near future, okay? The sun has set, time has passed. And so in the near future, you will be moving forward from this. And so I do, as kind of stressful as this sounds here at the core of the reading, I do think the outcome is hopefully going to be in your favor, Virgo. Or at least you're going to be moving forward, right? I don't know about resolve and all of those things, but we'll get to all of that. In the position of what's influencing the situation, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is ruminating, being, in the mind, stuck in the mind. Again, going back to the Five of Swords, to a fault. So some of you may be, impacting others negatively. And that will create this stress, right? And so it's something that can be changed. It's like a self-imposed worry. Again, that, especially deep psychological wounds and trauma can create. So I'm sorry for any Virgos that are feeling this way and this mental anguish and anxiety, because I know it is not fun. In the position of your environment and how others see you, we have the Four of Wands. I mean, you're coming out as there is support around you. There is progress happening. folks may see some sort of, whatever this situation is, people around you may see you again in the near future, moving forward with this Three of Wands. And then here you are with the Four of Wands. So another indication that things will move forward, as they always do, right? But I'm hopeful that this is indicating that you're going to be coming out of this mental state. Something could be ending. In the position of hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Finally, we have the Two of Pentacles, but, you know, this is your energy, Virgo, with the Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about harvesting, seeing things grow, seeing things progress. You know, these are seeing the fruits of your labor here and kind of assessing this and seeing what's going to bring you to this 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles. Okay, and in the last position, the outcome, we have the only major arcana card, the Justice card. So this makes me hopeful. We will clarify, but there will be justice that's served in this situation. Again, this could be court related, law, contracts. But with the, you know, again, with the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands here and the Justice, things do seem to turn in your favor, Virgo. So let's clarify this. This is deep. Okay, we've got 11:58 on the timer. Spirit, why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Please clarify. Okay. We have the Justice card, the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So, indicating there are more people here than just you. The Justice card out immediately. I am very much getting that this is about law. It's about some sort of imbalance in a situation. It could be about, you know, how much is being given to a situation. This could be with family or a situation with someone that is in a more authoritative role. This person that you're dealing with could be very immature or lacking emotional maturity. I feel like I'm getting very much the Phoenix rising from this card. I feel like you're overcoming this situation in November or, you know, shortly-ish after. Spirit, why is the Five of Swords here in the current energy? Why is the Five of Swords here? Please clarify. Why is the Five of Swords here? Okay. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. You're protecting yourself here and being very firm and setting boundaries, because whatever this is leading to some sort of new venture or journey or project, hobby even. I'm getting, Virgo, that you have to kind of get in this Five of Swords energy of looking out for yourself. I feel like that's been part of maybe how you've dealt with whatever, if there was some sort of childhood psychological trauma or something like that. And so it's really like coming out, you know, in this challenge of being very set in your ways, inflexible is what I'm hearing, and like really cutting people out. So let's clarify this King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here, Spirit? Okay. The King of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Four of Cups. I feel like you're protecting money. I feel like you're protecting your health. I'm getting the feeling that people don't see, or you don't feel seen. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to has a very emotional side to them. And there has been a lack of reciprocity that has shut you down, made you feel the need to protect your spirit, your money, the things that you've worked for, your legacy, some of you. Some of you may be struggling with depression. Why is the Ace of Swords here in the position of what's coming to fruition? What is this Ace of Swords here, Spirit? Okay, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of decision or clarity came to. Some of you may have had some sort of spiritual kind of reckoning or sign, or something that happened, like being in meditation and something became clear to you, help you to, or pushed you in the past to make a decision about something. Something related to this could be coming, you know, clear to the forefront. This very much could be about speaking your truth. And making decisions that resonate with your spirit. Something came in or is coming in very quickly in November. I feel like there was maybe some secrets that were also revealed that has led to a significant imbalance in something. Okay. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in the past? Wait, sorry. Let's look at this Nine of Swords. Oops. Okay. Let's look at this Nine of Swords in the subconscious. Spirit, why is the Nine of Swords here? Please clarify. Why is the Nine of Swords here in the subconscious? You've had to be very resilient your whole life, Virgo. And that has really done a number on your heart, I feel like. Okay. Clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the Strength card, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Big cards here. Big cards here. You know, we didn't have a lot of major arcana come out on the, you know, with the original cards that were laid down, the first cards, but these clarification cards, these are significant. Like, what's happening in November is, it seems very stressful, but it's not like earth-shattering, okay? It may feel earth-shattering because of the things that you have been through. There was some sort of connection in the past with a romantic partner or a friend or family. Something very significant and close to your heart. I feel like you wanted something very badly. And such as love, right? Or psychological health, or, you know, something like that. You wanted someone's love, and I'm getting that there was a lot of pain. There is a lot of pain underneath the surface related to this. It's very heavy on your heart, which is creating an imbalance here. You feel like you're in like the abyss, in a black hole. Some of you may feel like you've climbed out of a hole, clawed your way out of a hole. Okay, let's see what this Two of Pentacles in the past is. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Okay, the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Cups. I see you in the past really trying to juggle a lot. I don't know if this is people, things, it may be both. I feel like you gave your all to something. You offered your heart to someone or something. There could, again, be more than one or even two people here that has, in the past, been a lot to manage. Some of you may have made a choice in the past about a person or persons that you want to go towards. You may have had to, make a choice between another person or even, again, like a hobby in a person or something, however that resonates for you. Let's clarify this 2539 on the timer. Why is the Three of Wands here in the future? Why is the Three of Wands here in the near future? Okay. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. I feel like whoever or some of you are moving forward. I'm not certain that your needs are being addressed. There could be a blockage that's being ignored or that you could not be acknowledging. For some of you, you're moving forward in hopes of reciprocation. I feel like you're kind of like at the end of the rope though. And if you're struggling with depression, that would, definitely explain that. When we move forward, it's important to not have tunnel vision and to focus on the whole picture here. I think that you're struggling with that, Virgo. I mean, understandably, right? For some of you, there could be someone that comes in with an offer to help you move forward, something that was unexpected, something that you let go of, or someone that you let go of in the past as well. Okay, let's clarify the Four of Wands in the position of your environment and how others see you. Why is the Four of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Four of Wands here? Okay, we got four. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, which came out in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. For some of you, this may be about a marriage ending or a long-term relationship, something that was very established. Others of you may be seeking, solace in a higher institution, such as a church or, a school. I'm still getting that there's so much pain here that you're having a hard time letting go of. I feel like other people see this or not, you know, not in a bad way. Like, I feel like people around you that support you, like this reading wouldn't surprise them, basically, right? Because they know you. And I feel like you have someone here. It could be a partner or a marriage. You could be married. And that may be your solace as well. Some of you may be moving into a house or a new place on your own after leaving a situation as well. All right, why is the Seven of Pentacles here? In hopes and fears. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Virgo. One more card to clarify. Spitting out 4 cards. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Empress, the Star, the Hanged One, and Temperance. And I'm just laughing at all the major arcana to clarify this, you know, simple Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there's so much that you've been working on, Virgo, that you have wished for, you have prayed for, you have put so much into. And your hope is to see that grow. Regardless of the pain, I don't see you stopping. That's a discussion for another reading. But you're very grounded in your Virgo self. And I see a hope for you to embody that energy more, or get back to that part of yourself. Okay, 3252 on the timer. We're going to clarify this Justice card, get some advice, and an Oracle message. Why is the Justice card here, Spirit? Please clarify the Justice card in the position of the outcome. Okay. The Justice card is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's an outcome to this that will alleviate some of this mental stress that you have. Again, I think there needs to be another kind of reading that goes deeper into more of this. But I see justice being served in the sense that you're not stopping. There's going to be nothing to stop you, Virgo, from getting what it is that you want and need. And that's the energy it takes to find peace sometimes, right? And sometimes we do need to be looking out for ourselves. And so it's going to be a process, but you're going to get there, Virgo. Let's get some advice. What is the advice for Virgo, Spirit, for November? The advice is the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. The advice is to ground down and what you know, being, you know, I think Virgo's really good at being grateful for the abundance. I think that's just like earth energy. Know that there's an ending here with the Ten of Swords. We had a lot of swords out here. The 8, 9, here's the 10. So there is an ending here, and you will be moving forward. And things are going to progress for you. Meditation, things that can take us out of this mental space and into the root chakra is really important for you right now, Virgo. Okay, let's get some advice from the Oracle. What is the advice for, I mean, not the advice, what is the Oracle message? It's kind of advice. What is the Oracle message for Virgo, Spirit? Okay. Beautiful. Card number 38. Datura. Seer of the unseen. Datura is a queen of the desert, of the dark, of death, and of mystery. Datura is a moon plant reflecting light into the shadows and glowing and glimmering in the mist. It is the seer of the unseen, the silence in the roaring wind. If you are struggling with the unknown, if you are facing a vast transformation in your life, or if you feel yourself on the edge of a cliff, Datura is your lifeline. Datura emanates strength, power, and courage. It is a poison plant. It is one humans should not take lightly or engage without clear intentions and honesty. Datura states their boundaries. They allow much space and freedom to roam the unknown tides of the underworld. Datura will open your doors of perception, loosen your grip on what you think is reality, and shift the borders of what you know to be true and normal. Datura expands us. If you are letting go of a familiar reality or some stable structure you have been counting on, the prickly and mysterious Datura will not hold your hand, but they will stand by you, their courage rippling into you, shaking your bones, releasing your dreams into a new world of what is possible. You do not need to be limited by what you know or what you think. Datura encourages the visionary deep inside of each of us. This sacred nightshade breaks illusions, allowing for the visions and your dreams to come into waking life. Datura is not playing around. If you are too caught up in the mundane world, if you have forgotten your own magic, if you feel alone and lost in the noise, you can sail into the desert sands of this windy, moonlit queen. My stomach agrees if you heard that. Virgo, what a beautiful message. My heart goes out to you. I headspace, ruminating, lack of trust, being cut off to our emotions in order to survive and get through something, to claw the way out of the hole, is very real. So if that resonates with you, my heart goes out to you. And thank you so much for watching, Virgo. Please let me know if this resonated, and check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel. Peace and blessings, y'all.